Next, from the Donald Trump rally in Springfield, we talk to Henry Blodget, the CEO of Business Insider, and get his thoughts on the Trump campaign so far. Illinois Channel Correspondent Joe Alexander discusses the Trump campaign with a Korean war vet following Mr. Blodget. This runs about 5 minutes.
Henry Blodget, thanks for joining us on the Illinois Channel.
Thank you for having me.
We're here in Springfield. We're about to hear from Donald Trump. You are the CEO of Business Insider website, famous for having been on Wall Street for a number of years. And why are you here covering in Springfield, Illinois, Donald Trump?
Because of the Trump phenomenon. I can say as a lifelong New Yorker, I've followed his real estate career, actually read his books when I was younger. He's always been a very polarizing figure. When he decided to run for president, everybody thought, oh, it's just a lark. He has nothing else to do. He's rich. It'll be a quick fling and then he'll quit. And here he is parked atop of the polls for now a couple of months. Very impressive. I read his book. It's actually smarter than a lot of people say it is. I think a lot of people haven't read it. And the fact that he has galvanized so many people is incredible to watch. So we're here just to really understand what everybody's interested in, what they think he can do that other people can't, why they're excited about him.
And the book, The Art of the Deal?
No, oh yes, that was the one that I read in 1988 when I was just figuring out what I was going to do with my life. I liked it. It was an interesting approach to business. But no, the book that I meant is Crippling America, or Crippled America, the one he just put out.
What, do you know him personally?
I do not. I have never met him personally, but growing up in New York, you hear about him pretty much every day. So it's very interesting to see him on a different stage.
And for those who don't know, I mean, you've been around financial circles for a long time. So what is it? What are your impressions? Have you looked at his tax plan that he released, or what are your overall impressions of him as a candidate? I'll admit I've been surprised at what he's accomplished.
I agree. I think it's surprising. I think that he's getting, as we go along, we're getting more details on what he says he wants to do. I think one of the things that appeals to people about him is that he actually is going against the party plank on a few key issues. And so it seems like he is thinking for himself, which I think everybody likes. I think everybody likes the fact that we've had this gridlock in the United States for so long. He is a can-do guy. They like that. Tax plan, at this point, sounds like the usual Republican promise of everybody's going to cut taxes and suddenly we're all going to get more prosperous without actually fixing the budget deficit or specifying the budget you're going to cut. So we'll need more details there. But overall, there are a lot of interesting ideas.
We won't keep you long because people are starting to come in. We know you got to do some journalism too. Tell us a little bit about your website, Business Insider. What is it? Who are you trying to, what's your editorial mission, and who are your readers?
So Business Insider, it's a digital-only business publication. We started about 8 years ago. We're now the most read business publication in the world by reach. And that's because it's digital, it appeals to a younger generation. The way people get and share information has changed radically in the last few years, and we try to help people, the new generation of business leaders, find their information much more easily. And so we're continuing to grow. We have big politics coverage, which this is a part of, economics, technology, and others, and we're grateful to our readers.
One last question, and what information is missing that you're providing? I mean, you must be giving them something that you think others aren't.
Well, I think the digital is fundamentally different. It really is as different from print and television as print and television are from each other. And print and TV, profoundly different. You get different information from them. It's the same with digital. And so we try to provide real-time coverage, especially with the political race. Stuff is happening all day, every day. People want the news immediately. They don't want it tomorrow. They don't want to tune in at some specific time to watch it. So real-time coverage, real-time analysis and opinion, very visual, lots of video. So it's really taking full advantage of the digital medium. And right now, folks seem to love that.
Is it a subscription, or is anyone?
Nope, it's free to everybody. BusinessInsider.com, would love to see you there.
That was the last thing I was going to ask. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm here in Springfield, Illinois with George Bell, who is here with the Donald Trump rally here in Springfield, Illinois at the Prairie Capital Convention Center. Mr. Bell, just a couple questions for you. Why are you here? Why are you a Donald Trump supporter?
I'm trying to find the answers to some of the common sense questions that we come up with, and I'm hoping to hear some of it. I'd like to find out, for example, what happened to the patriots that used to dedicate their lives and not worry about their political careers. I'm not from this country originally, so it disturbs me to see the fellas that come into power and they seem to only want to continue their own careers and their own jobs regardless of what it takes. I'd like to find some patriots.
You want to tell us real briefly your personal story?
Well, I came here when I was 17. The country has been marvelous to me. I had the opportunity to enlist. I kind of faked it a little and managed to get in the Air Force and wound up in Korea. That's about it. The country's been absolutely great to me.
Well, again, that's Mr. George Bell from Beardstown, Illinois, here at the Donald Trump rally in Springfield, Illinois.